skincare product, what is it? It's the product when you put on the surface of your skin, it can through skin absorb layer. This product will absorb into there, it will help you to just recover, repair your damaged that cell. It will help you repair for that part. So that's a total different kind of a mechanism to design. So it can absorb through skin, it can initiating that cell restoring that kind of process. So that's very important, this part. And here is the currently that genetics product, the most that popular product here. For you can see, right? For restore, you can have that affinity, and for balance, you have a zinc product, and you can see for this enhance, you can have AMPM, and for clarity, you can see you have a mind product, right? And you have other all product, you have a different purpose, different function here. We're going to choose some of them, talk more details. We're going to talk about the reserve this product. Reserve, I believe everyone here use a lot, right? It's very popular, it's been used for a long time. So based on report, lots of people, when use this product, they have a different kind of feature, different kind of effect. So it's a very amazing product there, right? So here, you can see this product, what it contains inside. This is the ingredient. Obviously, it's a natural product, come from different fruit. You cannot list all ingredients inside, you can't do that. But you know that the majority what they are, right? So it's a major part of what they are, we should know. So inside it contains resveratrol. Resveratrol, it even contains 186 milligrams in one bag. What does it mean, 186 milligrams? Think about it. We said in the red wine, it contains resveratrol here. Now, this red wine, that one bottle only contains 1 milligram. That means you want to get 186 milligrams of resveratrol, you have to drink 186 bottle wine. That is impossible so much, right? So that means you take only one bag of this one, you can get this resveratrol so much there. That's a very good one. It's a natural product for me. So this is one. Another one is sweet cherry. This will reduce the pain of joints and bones. And also there is a blueberry. It is rich in vitamin C and E. It contains anthocyanin. Anthocyanin, this one, you understand, is a kind of a different type of organic or natural product. Later on I will show you the chemical structure. So this kind of compound, it contains much biological activity to help improve your health very well. I will list you later on. There is another one called Brazilian plum. It can enhance metabolism and detoxification, anti-inflammatory. So make your situation not easy to get infected, right? So it's the situation. And also you have red pomegranate. It's rich in vitamin B5 and prevent high blood sugar. Right? High blood sugar is usually get another type 2, another kind of, you can see the problem for that one, right? So green tea is catechol, can reduce heart disease and cancer. Aloe vera quickly restore that wound and help digestion. And also grape seed, it contains that high content of that antioxidant. It can enhance immunization, that kind of system. So it's very important. This is a picture show this kind of a different component in that picture. You can see it contains different kind of fruit, that material there. And then for this formulation, the design is follow this idea. One is it is a kind of a sprayed. We say sprayed is kind of a mixture. So there, the function, right, is based on that all different part, that synergistic kind of function. It means it combines all different functions together, not just one feature, it's many features together. Second is It is a multiplying effect. What do you mean multiply? It's sometimes when you do formulation, like when I design medicine, right? I have to put this part and that part together. And together you have to think about what they put together, what happened. Like when I design the medicine, I have to think about it. I use this chemical, another chemical. When I mix together, make sure they don't have a chemical reaction happen and then make another bad thing happen. So that's we need to do also research. Like when I get a tablet, I have to do some consistent study about the different parts. So here is inside this formulation, different products together, they can enhance each other. It means they can help each other to improve the feature. Like for example, if you use one component, you can have this level of another improvement. But if you put 2 or 3 together, they can double, triple, even multiple times that feature that can effect together. Just like you understand that Chinese medicine, when doctor give you a kind of prescription there, they give you a couple this or 1 gram, this is 10 gram, another 3 gram mixed together. This is very smart and also based on experience. So that's the reason Chinese medicine doctor, the older, the more value, because they have lots of experience. The young people, they didn't have much experience, so they probably don't know how to do that much. But you understand different kind of part, different herbs put together, they can enhance, they can improve just together, multiple times together. So and then genetic product is this way. It's when they design the formulation, they have a different part together. This different part, so make their effect is multiplication together. So make another efficient, effective, very, very high. So and then it is scientists found that most of the disease, right, are due to free radical. You know what is a free radical? Probably hard to understand, right? Free radicals, when you have your cell finish your life activity, it generates some part which is some group only has 1 electron, single electron there. That's called radical. In chemistry, this radical, free radical, usually what happens is it's active. It can react with your cell or any other part, right? Because it has a single electron. It is eager to be paired together with the other electron, so it can have chemical reaction easily with the other part. In another word, radical can easily damage your cell. That's the problem. So when this radical, when you have generated in your body, you don't get rid of that on time, and you could have a problem. So the cell get old, your cell didn't get refresh enough. It's because we have too much radical there. So when you get too much radical, people easy to get that your life activity gets slowed down. Also can get easy to get a disease, your cell get damaged, all those trouble. So one of important for us to improve our health is trying to get rid of this radical. Let's remember this point, okay? So this radical to get rid of, and then like a reserve product, right, is a strong antioxidant. Antioxidant, what does it mean? It means it's like our cell, if you have some oxidizing agent, like a radical, when react with a radical, it means you have been oxidized. So when you have been oxidized, and then your cell will be damaged, right? So, and then this reserve product is an antioxidant. It can just against this oxidation happen, can resist that happen. So this is important. So it's antioxidant, and inside there is one part of another different chemical called anthropomycin, right? Anthocyanin, this one, an essential fatty acid, all help to get rid of this another free radical. And from here, the product here actually, we did mention this is it uses a kind of preservative which is very safe. It's called potassium sorbate. It's natural and also comes from the potassium salt of sorbic acid It's a food grade and approved by FDA. So it's this kind of component ingredient and this is common. Now let's talk about resveratrol. Resveratrol is structures like here. We say the polyphenol. Polyphenol, look at here. This is a benzene ring. You have two benzene ring here. One stop here, one's this one. Now this OH on the benzene ring we call phenol. Phenol is especially structure when you have OH hydroxyl group 8 on the benzene. So this structure is a very simple structure. You have 3 hydroxyl group. This hydroxyl group itself easy to be oxidized. So that's the reason this product, right, you seal very well. You seal very well. Because if you open to the air too long, this compound will be not decompose something. Right? So this is one. Another one is this phenol itself, it is strongly antioxidant. It can easily remove radical. Because this kind of phenol can be oxidized to a kind of compound. It can absorb this radical. Okay, so this is called resveratrol. So resveratrol is said a polyphenolic compound that was isolated from the roots of a plant that's called veratrum, that grandiflorum in 1940. So it was discovered a long time ago. And it is also present in grapes, pomegranates, and blueberry, and even peanuts. Peanuts, another kind of red skin, that kind of part there contain also this kind of resveratrol. And also, it's even plant in nature, right? It is this product for the plant itself, right? It's like an antibiotic for human being. What does it mean? This resveratrol for plant, when plant get attacked by some kind of other problem, other kind of thing like a fungal attack there, and then this compound in the plant itself can help to get rid of this attack. Just like we get sick, get attacked by bacteria, we take antibiotic. So we can say this way, resveratrol is antibiotic of plant. It's a plant's antibiotic. That's you can understand. For plant is antibiotic. So it will help a human being also very well to get rid of this kind of free radical to delay agent some kind of function here. So another type of compound called anthocyanin. Anthocyanin is this kind of chemical. It contains 2 benzene here, contain also here oxygen connected to here. And there are many other groups. So this group can be different type. So I use R to represent it. So this type of compound can be more than 2,000. Obviously in this product it won't have so many, but this type of compound is a bigger category compound. Okay, so this type of compound, what do? They can prevent of cancer. It has a strong anti-cancer feature. It has anti-hypersensitivity. It has anti-inflammation, antibacterial, antivirus. Also, it can protect of your liver. You know, liver is so important, right? It can help your liver get protection. Also, antioxidation, also clearance of free radical and toxin. So as you can see, this kind of compound is very important. And then another important technology we need to say. One is reserve. You contain these all different ingredient which can help to get rid of this kind of free radical. Another is, you know why? Is you have a very advanced technology to manufacture product. So this is called suspension geotechnology. What does it mean? It means this, when you open that reserve inside, right, you can see that liquid. It's when you manufacture there, it's a whole particle manufacture. It's very fine. It's nano particles. Also, they make some kind of geo-suspension, so not a geo-suspension, so can keep there, they don't precipitate out, they don't separate.